Hello everyone, welcome back. Please comment, rate, subscribe, folks. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like, watching, and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen, folks, there's a link tree down below. Has links to all my social media platforms. Please go down there. Follow me across all my social media platforms or talk to me because I talk back. Also down there as well as links to all of my YouTube pages. Please go down there, subscribe to all my YouTube pages, and turn on your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. Listen, folks. Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, we'll be doing a live radio show, okay? We'll be talking about all things Jets. We got the game coming up, roster stuff, all of it. Call in. I take live callers. I love going back and forth with you folks about this football team. So with that said and done and put to the side, I'll come to talk to you folks today about the New York Jets' upcoming game against the New England Patriots. Oh, yes, this is my game preview, folks. Listen, it's that time. We got a division rival coming in the building, and we've got to take care of business, continue our winning streak here, all right? We want to compete. We want to be a playoff team. We've got to dominate our division. We've got to do what it takes to take care of business, guys in the AFC East, all right? And here we got one coming into our building. So I'm going to start with the offensive side of the ball here, okay? And the first place I'm going when I look at the New York Jets offensive side of the ball is this offensive line, all right? This offensive line got some issues. We know ATV, Elijah VERA-TUCKER, is now on IR with that triceps injury, okay? We got to get somebody in there, gel, play well. How quickly can this offensive line gel together, you know what I'm saying, with the guy we're going to bring in? It's probably going to be Odebushi there at right tackle. That's probably who they're going to start. Of course, there's been some talk about Rimmers possibly starting there at right tackle as well. We'll see what the final decision is going to make. But as of right now, from what we're kind of hearing about, it's going to be Cedric Ojebushi there. So it's going to be there. How quickly can we gel and properly protect Zach Wilson? Because let me tell you something. BELICHICK is not a game. We've seen him just completely outcoach people through the wire. Through the years that he's been there, he'll put it together, a defensive game plan, and they will absolutely destroy you. We know he's going to bring pressure. That's what he does. We've seen him turn young quarterbacks into fools constantly with pressure and all that stuff. Everybody remembers what he did to Sam Darnold when he had him seeing ghosts out there. So you know the pressure is coming. He knows about our offensive line. He's going to bring it. Can we match that pressure and protect it? That's going to be a big thing here. And we're going to be tested as well because, again, our coaching is going to be tested. The Patriots always well coached. Belichick's one of the best coaches of all time. So that's going to be a big, big mind game there. Can Mike LaFleur ensure that we're in our proper protections and, you know, keep the heat off of Zach Wilson? Guess what? We're looking at Zach Wilson as well. Because, again, the Patriots got pass rushers, Wise Jr., Judon, Bentley. Those guys are going to bring it, so we have to protect them. But Zach Wilson's got to play better. He's got to play way better than he did against the Broncos. He can't be indecisive with the football. He can't be slow to let it go. He can't be, you know, running around like a chicken with his head cut off, spinning around and doing all that stupid stuff he did against the Broncos. Are you serious? If you do that against the Patriots, it's going to be a long, tough day for us, okay? And we're going to be in a bad position. He's got to be sharper, okay? Get it rolling. Everyone knows I love Zach Wilson. I do, okay? To the moon and back. I think he's phenomenal, all right? But here's the deal. He was really bad against the Broncos. Really bad. He's got to clean that up this week. Because if you do some of the stupid stuff you were doing, taking these weird chances, missing guys by 1,000,000 yards, dramatically overthrowing guys, throwing the late, there was a late throw he did across the middle that, man, a Patriots defense is going to pick that off and you're going to be in some trouble as well. He's got to be sharper and smarter with the football. Be concise. Be good with your throws. Get rolling. Get your timing going early. That's something Mike LaFleur can do as well. Get him some easy, quick throws early and get things going. I think it's going to be big, but Zach has got to play better. I think a big part to this game as well, helping Zach Wilson, is having a solid running game. We know that Breece Hall, he's on IR. We know he's got that ACL, right? Okay. Michael Carter, let's get him the rock, bro. This is a guy that can carry the football. I understand Breece Hall is phenomenal, but Michael Carter is also a very good back in this league. We saw that last season. Like he literally won a Bengals game for us. He was last season. He was the only guy that had 100 yards rushing for us. He was the guy that did that. So he can run the rock. Just hand him the ball and handle business. Of course, we got Ty Johnson as well. We just got James Robinson. We'll see how they implement him within the offense. He's been here for a short time so far. Again, we just made that trade, but he's a guy we can hand the football off to and have him go out there and make some plays as well. But I think a big part of it, the running game needs to be solid here. You look at our wide receivers, and I think if we can throw the ball, man, if Zach Wilson can settle, man, we got some chances. Of course, Corey Davis dealing with a knee injury. He hasn't practiced. So at this point, I don't know if he's going to play. I would be leaning towards he probably isn't going to play, right? But if he does, that would be phenomenal because I think he's going to have some really good matchups. But Elijah Moore is back. Okay, he's back and he's dapping up everybody around the facility and he's having fun with his teammates. We've seen it on on film. We've seen the reports about how people are happy to have him back and he's dapped up. Mike LaFleur, everything's good there. Coaches are ready to move on from him wanting to get traded, and he's talked about the workload and stuff like that. Guess what, bruh? This week, you wanted to get traded because you didn't feel like you were a part of the offense. You're about to be a part of the offense now because you probably are going to get some handoffs like some of the same things that they do in San Francisco with Deebo Samuels this week in our offense. You're probably going to get quite a bit of targets as well because this Patriots secondary is very banged up. And again, we know the Patriots kind of play with the injury report quite a bit. But Jonathan Jones, one of their starting corners, he's dealing with the ankle injury. Duggart, one of their safeties, he's dealing with an ankle injury as well. Phillips as well, another one of their safeties, dealing with a shoulder injury. So there's some chances that you're going to have some matchups, dog, where you're going to be able to get the ball and really take over. You better be ready for these snaps, okay? Because you was the one crying about not getting no work. You're about to get some work now. I'm also looking to see a big game from Garrett Wilson as well. This is a guy I think is really going to be able to shine in this game, bro. And we've seen when you get the ball in Garrett Wilson's hand, that boy's electric, all right? We'll see if, what happens with Denzel Mims, too. I think he's going to be a guy that's going to be out there as well, activated, especially if Corey Davis doesn't play. But we got to look out for Devin McCourty in their secondary. He's always been a guy that could be a playmaker. But I think we have some chances. If Zach can settle, I think he'll definitely be able to get some shots, and really take it to the secondary with our wide receiver core, kind of looking the way that it does. So you go defensive side of the ball. Let me tell you something. The Patriots going to have Mac Jones starting. Now, we know he just got benched against the Bears, all right? He was terrible. Well, now he's back. Guess what? Let's make his day a living nightmare, all right? Let's get after him. Carl Lawson, Quentin Williams, Huff, Jermaine Johnson, we'll see where he's at. He's still dealing with that ankle injury. We'll see if he plays. John Franken-Myers, bring it to Mac Jones early and often. Get in his face. The pass rush needs to be ferocious in this game. Because if you do, Mac Jones might give it up. He might give up some interceptions. You might get some strip sacks as well. Now, the big thing for me, when you look at this Patriots offense, especially if you're the Jets defense, Stevenson is the guy you got to stop. They're handing the football to this kid, and he is really good. He's already had 487 yards this year. Like, this guy is playing very well so far. We got to watch out for him, man. I mean, they hand the ball off to him. We got to shut down the run. Last year, we struggled with the run. So far, we've been all right. Like, we've got to stop that. We've got to corral to the football, and we've got to make sure that we bring him down. Also, Damon Harris as well. Their spellback. He's a guy that comes out the backfield. He can catch the football. We got to look out for him, too. I'm really not scared of the Patriots wide receivers. Myers, Parker, Sauce, Reed, and Michael Carter are pretty much going to take those guys away and out of the game. But let me tell you something. Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith, I'm very worried about those guys. Those tight ends are big, and they get after it. We have to account for them. Of course, our linebacker is going to be tested. CJ and our guys, Quan Alexander as well. Man, we got to figure out how to get these guys wrapped up. So Whitehead and LaMarcus Jordan are definitely going to have their hands full as well with these tight ends. And again, with our pass rush, I think it can be ferocious too because the Patriots are banged up, along their offensive line. Their center, Andrews, he's dealing with concussion issues. Owanu as well, one of their guards, he's dealing with the ankle injury. And Wynn, too, their right tackle's dealing with a shoulder injury. So there's a chance they might be missing one of those guys. So if our pass rush can really get home against Mac Jones, it's going to make things a lot easier. Like I said, I think if you get after Mac Jones, there's turnovers to be had, all right? Absolutely. So with all that said, I'm going to take the New York Jets to win this football game. I'm taking the Jets to beat the Patriots 20-17. I think it's close, but I think that we can take it. I think it's going to be ruckus inside of MetLife. It absolutely will be. But if Zach has got to settle, and I think once Zach settles in, things will get real. So comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. How do you folks feel about this Jets upcoming game against the Patriots? What are your thoughts about Elijah Moore being back? How do you feel about Zach Wilson? Do you think he'll settle? What are your thoughts about our offensive line? When you look at our defense, do you think our pass rush will be able to get home, get pressure on Mac Jones? And what are your thoughts about our secondaries matchup with some of their wide receivers? So comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. You folks have a good one. Peace.